Yeah, last time you came in, you kicked the blood mage's ass. Then the blood mage summoned an Elden Ring boss, and then you guys fought it, and it died. And that's about it. Oh yeah, there's a battle going on outside.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gave him an Elden Ring boss.
Mm-hmm.
The
Damn.
blood one, yeah,
It was fine.
yeah.
Ew.
It was okay.
Ew.
Well, I
Ew. Dead.
right. I did do 89 points of damage to everybody, and there was no
Oh no,
save.
it was like 92.
Okay, 92.
It was
Nice.
It was a lot. It was
Either
a lot.
way,
Nice.
it was 90% of my hit points.
I was the only one who avoided it because I was in another room.
And then I think me and Aoife both said, "Yeah, we'll just stay in the fire. This is fine."
and and the guy that summoned this thing, that's whose staff you took?
Yep.
Yes.
It's fine.
God, that's
Yes, it is.
so cursed. So cursed.
Just true.
Yeah.
We tried to
um,
get out of the fire.
I was arguing that because at one point the staff was stuck in this big ass pillar.
Which is now
Mhm.
obliterated.
Yeah.
Yep, now obliterated. And it the pillar sucked the staff in a little bit,
Ugh.
and then out popped a demon.
Mm.
Who
Which
was
is
the
the
one
one
who
that-
did
yeah.
the 90 something.
So obviously, it's
Mhm.
just the
Points.
pillar that's cursed and not the.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I was like, hey, let's cut off, let's try to break the staff, so that the pillar at the very least can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't suck it in anymore and create more of these things, but, you know.
Yeah, I think we destroyed the pillar before it could do that.
Yep.
So basically what I'm hearing is that there's a very small possible chance that we'll just be minding our own goddamn business and this staff will just poop out a demon. Is that what I'm hearing? That there's a very small chance that it
only if-
poops demons?
It
I
would
mean,
need an
maybe.
obsidian pillar.
You don't know that it needs the pillar. It could have just happened to be in the pillar when it made its daily
True.
demon.
I guess we'll find out.
Daily demon.
Like, yeah, like, you know, I mean,
subscribe
All
to the
I'm
daily
hearing is
demon.
that you're just giving the DM ideas at this point.
it's 6:15 demon time. Like, I mean,
The daily demon is delivered on
I'm
Fridays. Don't
gonna be
worry.
honest. Part of that is my DM ideas, and I was like, oh, I've got ideas for this.
You're taking notes.
Tano, go get Kelly. Don't be in here. Go away.
Borf, borf, borf.
But there are the sounds of battle going on outside currently still, because there are storm giants and denizens of the plane of fire still fighting. It's only been like a minute, so since you guys like engaged with all this bullshittery. So yes. What would you guys like to do? Is there anything you'd like to do?
My health is sitting pretty decent. Puppy, sleepy baby.
It is a pupper.
Mine is apparently very low right now. I'm about at 1/4 of where I normally sit.
Oh yeah, no, you got the shit beat out of you.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
also because it was also because of the blood move that
Sure.
basically destroyed everybody. But I'll go outside and kind of assess what's going on, provide assistance as needed. Because my hit points are pretty good.
Okay. You can definitely take a peek out of. Is there any windows on this floor? I don't think there are windows on this floor. Yeah, there are no.
I don't think
windows
there
on
are
this
now.
floor.
I'd
No.
have to go through the front
Yeah,
doors.
the front door, which was when you guys had first started the engagement. There were people fighting at the door, against opposing forces. When you get to the door right now, it looks like the storm giants have overtaken most of the fire denizens at the door and are currently starting to make their way inside. getting rid of some straggling soot elementals and whatnot. And it looks like a couple of them are headed up the stairs in small groups just to see if there are anybody on like the second and third floor to see if they need to clear out more denizens of the fire plane. So it looks like just with this cursory glance from where you can see, like, the storm giants have got a good foothold and are pressing in.
Does Zaitari come back and tell us this?
Zaitari.
I'll relay the information over the brooch.
If any of you have some healing to toss me, I'll go help. I'll get rid of those fire bastards. But I'm very sore right now. I think that one of my ribs is not where it's supposed to be. Oh, yeah, no, that rib's bad.
Where exactly? Like, what exactly are you at in terms of?
53 of 213, I think is my current max. Let me see. 215 is my current max. So I'm about 1/4. Nice. Who else needs some of that?
Hang on, that should be actually 80 hit points. Because I'm casting it at 7th level. So that increases. Yeah.
Is all of it for me, or are we spreading it around?
That's a heal. That's all for you, man.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's a creature. I was thinking of that one where you can parse out the healing. I was thinking of a different spell.
So 90 in total, it looks like, from 10 from Aoife.
Thank you. Oh, that's marvelous. I feel so much better. All right. Who wants to go punch some fire stuff? Well, I'm going to use my sword. I'm not going to punch it. Maybe, but probably not. I'm probably just going to use my sword.
I mean...
Okay, so Aoife's gonna go along with you, it looks like.
As Aoife, and I'm assuming Aoife, probably says something along those lines, and Mel will just give her, a hearty, not too hearty, but just a hearty slap on the back, just like a camaraderie, and, we can head out.
Where's Aoife at in terms of, hit points?
89 and 160.
Yes, I read that. Man. Wand of Cure Wounds. 1 charge. Da! Everything okay?
Yep.
Okay. Did any of the rest of you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
too.
I heard it.
Noise? Okay.
It sounded like Lynn screamed.
My mic might have picked up something. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
What's going on over there, Lynn? No.
Mm.
Something made me do a yell chuckle, but it came out really loud and aggressive. My apologies.
Okay. Aoife and Melanie storm up the stairs, and when they get up there, they see that it is the whole floor is covered in people, like, pretty much paired off fighting. Some 2-on-1, some 1-on-1. Just as they get to the top of the stairs, there is a storm giant who, in Robin Hood style Men in Tights, has found a rope, but it's the wrong rope, and a banister and a little banister falls on him. He is slightly embarrassed.
I'm sorry, a banister falls on him?
Well, one of the chandelier type things, not
okay,
a full,
chandeliers.
Yeah. What?
It's
Not
different
the
from
faux chandelier thing, but kind of just a metal ring,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Falls around him.
Yeah, just falls around him. A couple people laugh. Battle continues, however. What are you guys? How are you guys participating besides the obvious hitting people with weapons and punching people?
I mean, I'll do Eldritch Blast.
Eventually get up there, but I'm gonna be back like at 120 feet, like 100 feet. Yeah, like I'm
Yeah, I
far
was
away
about
as
to
I can
say.
get.
Same. I'm gonna be as far away
Same.
as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
But if people look like they're going down, I'll get close enough that I can healing word them back up.
Okay,
You know.
Mhm.
sounds good.
I'm keeping an eye mostly on Aoife
Mm-hmm.
and gauging when she gets to a point of like either when she's about to go down or she does go down, and then I'm going to heal her at 7th level.
Okay,
or
sounds good.
80 points.
So with Raine and Zaitari,
I have 22 hit points.
22?
22.
God damn.
Rain just gets stolen a stink eye.
I mean, with Raine,
You're staying back here with me.
with
I said I was going.
with Raine and
I-
Zaitari providing covering fire, for Aoife, Melanie, Tilda providing healing support and also covering fire. Eventually, you guys do overtake the second floor, without incoming reinforcements from the plane of elemental fire. It's not too much of a fight since you guys did take out the fire leviathan in front. You took out a fair number of individuals inside that had poured out from inside the fortress, and it looks like the folks that were on the towers that you had bamfed up there earlier are already had started making their way to the third floor and finishing up the third floor to the second floor. It takes about 25 minutes for the battle to be finally won. Congratulations, you have saved the Storm Giants King's fortress. You saved
We've solved the blood puzzle.
You've solved the blood puzzle.
Yeah.
Solved it.
Yep.
Sure. The Bluzzle, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other thing we did a lot of last session.
Yeah, you missed all the. I was
The
fucking
blood
rolling
jokes or blokes.
with all the blood jokes. Yeah, the blokes. It all started with the blueses, the blood oozes, and then I just couldn't help myself from there.
I mean, I
Just
get
everything.
it. I feel it.
Because we had the blood staff, the blaff. Oh.
That way it was the bleep episode.
It should have been Blepisode.
Then people would think, it was like blep, like cat blep.
Oh, sure, but it's
That's
better to
ridiculous.
think it's like bleep. Like, bleep.
I could see it both ways.
Yeah.
So you guys, once you give the all clear for King Azurith and his son Prince Valtor to come back into the fortress, his guard currently assess the damage while he meets you all in what was the throne room. Now it's just big crumbling. It's still a throne room, but it's a pile of obsidian stones with blood all over the place and fire all over, smoldering embers all over the place. He says, I thank you and deeply appreciate the help that you provided today to take back my home, to bring my son back safely. I am greatly in your debt. I know that you wanted me to assist you. I just saw the dog slide off, so I was. I'm sorry. I was just like, yeah.
Romeo! Wherefore are there you
There
are.
he is. There he is.
There he is.
Therefore aren't you,
Now he's
Romeo?
gone.
No, he's back. Yeah, that slide off was just like, what? Where's his legs going? What?
That's how he always gets off the bed. He has to stretch.
Okay. I see.
I wish I. Oh, does he do the thing where he leaves his back legs on
Mhm.
and like? Oh, Sabine does that. I love it. It cracks me up every time. I had our D&D game over the video chat. Now I wish I hadn't.
And he says, I know that you have in a short amount of time we had before planning all of this, you had told me that you needed my assistance in helping you with your upcoming battle with the giant city-sized entity.
Yes.
I will be more than happy to help you in that. It sounds like it is a world-ending event, and I would feel very guilty not helping you. And we would probably, it sounds like, we would probably be dead if you didn't get all the help you could.
Very possibly. Or, just live in some sort of omni-plane full of horribleness until you die terribly. Also possible.
That doesn't sound pleasant either.
No.
It is not.
No, it doesn't.
Also, since we are now, I suppose, allies, I do have a reward for all of you. And he
better.
he turns to his advisor, who nods, and
Is it a cache of invulnerability potions?
she goes up the stairs, and a few moments later she brings
Yeah, exactly, Hemlock.
she brings
I give you the
down
gift of strife. No.
what
Mm.
is a gorget, the thing that you put on like around your neck, and like yeah. He brings that down,
what?
and he explains what it does. Let me read the
Oh, boy.
description
So
of
this
it.
is like a pinky ring for the giants, yes?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's magic. He explains it is magical. So
Raine is using it as a hula hoop right now.
that's the wrong thing. I have a a JPEG of it. The problem is if I show it to you in row 20, the text is really small. So I'm gonna see if I can just
just
upload.
slap it in Discord.
Yeah, I'm slapping it in Discord and see if you can just download that.
Holy shit!
God damn! Oh, that's a book. That is War and Peace.
Now it is separated into class.
Okay.
So all the classes are listed there.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's not all that. It's just all. It's just essentially he
Whew.
explained that this once belonged to an ancestor who was a great general in a holy army.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
this
Immediately
is
scroll to your class. You don't have to read everything else.
I mean, I don't have the time.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm gonna make an argument for me getting this because Litany of Heaven is really good.
Yeah.
Because I would give you guys 14 hit points every time I gave you Bardic Inspiration.
That's
Hold on,
actually
I'm
amazing.
scrolling.
Yeah. And we don't have anybody that's level 10 cleric. So
No, we don't. But level 10 wizard, or 10 more levels in wizard class,
yeah.
my AC would go up a bit. Just a little bit. But I would also have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects, which could be huge for me. Because as you guys might know, I am not very strong, dexterous or charismatic when it comes to
So I can use every aspect of this item as a rogue.
What?
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 Oh my god, that's right.
Oh my god,
Oh
you're
my
right!
No.
There
Are
it
you
is.
kidding?
But you have to choose. Well, you have to choose like, okay, I'm gonna be the barbarian this time or something.
Oh. Oh.
Like
I
I
was
could
like, well, that's
change it.
broken ass shit.
Yeah, I was about to say you
Uh,
cannot use it.
No.
I will not let you.
Yeah, but like delete.
I did not
Mm.
take this under consideration.
But you could, as a rogue,
If
she
there
could
is
use any
particular item you
piece
guys
of it,
want to use,
right?
that's one. Yeah,
Oh, that's
it actually says that right in the
Cool.
first paragraph, I think. If
Yeah.
you have a thing that most that you more.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for rogues, in addition, you can see up to 1 mile away with no difficulty and are able to discern fine details as though looking at something from no more than 100 feet away. Like, still a pretty
mean-
long distance.
yeah.
I can
Also,
see all the loot.
assuming that there's no terrain, I mean,
hmm
maybe I'm just used to a very
You can
hilly
really
area,
see that
but
that
I mean-
mountain range real
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I feel like honestly, the Bard version, pretty nice. Like, that's handy. Speak and understand all languages is always useful, but the whole hit points, that's nice. And I
Really?
will say one thing is anything that is going off of your modifiers, you would not get you might not have a high charisma as a rogue, but I haven't. Oh god, I skipped the ones that we didn't have somebody of that class.
I'd be 8
Oh.
at twice your charisma modifier. So
Yeah,
it's
apologies. It's not the rogue that gets that; it's ranger that gets the
Yeah.
seeing up to 1 mile away with no difficulty
The only
and discerning
problem
fine details.
with
Oh, and
I don't
true sight
think
to
there's
15
anything
feet
that's-
honestly is pretty good.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, that lets you see through invisibility, right?
I don't think there's anything that's so great that I have to. But if there was something we did need to use and we had time to reattune, something to keep in mind, you know.
yeah, most of them are very specific to the class, especially for like
Obvious.
casting ones. You pretty much can't use anything in them. The ones that are pretty much it doesn't matter. You don't need any class abilities to be able to use these things. Would be like celestial wards.
I mean, the druid one, I mean, Raine could basically give herself flying.
The fighter one.
Yeah. I honestly forgot about the fighter one because I already have that built in as a class feature.
Yeah.
But I feel like the flying speed could be handy for Raine. The healing could be the bard version of the healing could be useful on Zaitari more so than it would be on Raine just because of the stats.
Yeah.
But honestly, Mel doesn't want it. She's got class features that give it to her, so whoever takes it, that's fine with me.
So, out of curiosity, Raine, would you be able to use the rogue feature and another of the features at the same time, or would you?
It
Would
says
just
one
be like,
of,
Yeah.
so
only one.
it looks like it's just one of the sections.
Yeah, you would need to pick.
I think
Okay.
Zaitari makes the most sense. But it's something to keep in mind, like if you think, oh, I really want my bonus action for other things, you know, maybe pass it around. We'll see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We both use our bonus action fairly frequently, so. I also do have bard ability, so I do have. We already went through that. Never mind. I'm busy.
Yeah, it's just that your charisma mod isn't as
Yeah.
high. That's all,
Yeah.
really, on that one. Like, it's still
Yeah,
handy.
I wish I could use the druid one.
Oh, also, I will say you probably don't have as many uses of bardic inspiration as Zaitari probably does. I don't know though. I don't know when they up those.
Well, it goes up in level, not the amount, right? Or but you have
It,
something that gives you
it's
more. or no?
tied to charisma mod.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
And I just got enough levels apart to I can't fail skill checks anymore.
I
Pretty
would
much.
assume that means charisma modifier. I would assume that it's like. Oh no, you're just answering my question, Hemlock. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've learned enough Pathfinder that I'm now forgetting D&D because it like keeps getting overwritten. Whoops.
Yeah, man. If I could like, I wish I could really use like. I would 100% take just to be able to use the druid thing, because I was even thinking like, man, I really need something that lets me fly.
I mean, we could probably go find you an item that gives you flying. Like that's
Just
not
I don't want to.
unheard of.
I don't want to have to attune to it. Is the problem?
I mean, the
Mhm.
broom. You don't attune to the broom.
I know.
Broom is mine.
Well, there are others in the world. Like it's not the only flying broom.
You don't know that.
I would strongly guess that it is.
Just because you strongly guess doesn't mean that it's true.
That's true. I guess I don't know if we've seen anybody else with it, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he gives you that. You guys can talk amongst yourself who you think will get it. And
Hemlock.
I really
It's
love the
exactly
DM's
one
panic.
flying broom. Strong rope. Jeez.
It was worth saying this just for the DM's temporary panic, thinking I could use everything at once.
Mm.
I would have to limit you to one thing if it was like so vaguely worded that you could use everything at once.
But you see, Dan, because of this comment here now.
Place the comma in the middle of a phrase that changed the meaning. Did you intend this? Extended Swiffer test.
But yes, so just whenever the attack is, you have a place where you are going to attack. Just send him, his son, or his magical advisor a message, and they will get to your area as soon as possible.
Yeah, if I take this, I would be unattuning from my ring of protection.
What's the ring of protection do? Like +1 to AC?
+1 to AC, +1 to saving throws.
Actually, Hemlock makes a good point. Before we leave this area, I'd like to just check with the king and see who his point of contact should be. Like that we reach out with details, strategy sessions, like possibly training if needed, or whatever. Like, but like we're gonna need somebody that we interface with on his behalf. Obviously, he probably doesn't want it to be him. So we'll need to get the name of that person and to see them so we can cast sending to them.
Yeah. He is going to point out his captain of the guard, who is Captain. Where is he?
How'd the strike team do, by the way?
Oh, the strike team did very well. They pretty much got rid of the top floor. They've suffered like 2 injuries. One's like a broken arm, the other's a broken leg. But
Okay,
other
nothing
than
lethal.
that, they were very successful. Let's see. So his captain is Captain Torun. So he'll summon him, and there is this like very larger than average storm giant, like with a gnarly black eye patch.
No. We've already established all of them only get to 25 feet. That's it.
He's 25 feet and 1 inch.
So he's
Abomination.
very, very tall.
Captain Torun, you'll see what he looks like. And you guys relay what will be happening, and he will be the point of contact for any strategic messages going forth. Moving on. What would you guys like to do? I assume you don't have the spell slots for teleportation back home.
No.
He
Absolutely
does
not. I gotta
offer,
sleep.
he does offer you guys to stay in like one of the many rooms they have here. He just needs a little bit to have somebody clean up your room to be adequate enough for you to stay. Should you accept?
Oh,
Oh,
yes, that's
yeah.
All right.
Yes, please.
So he is going to set you up on the. That is not it. He'll actually set you up on the 2nd floor. It looks like. Actually, he'll give you one in the nicer rooms on the 3rd floor. Where they have they bring in guests from other regions, so there will be adequately sized beds for you.
Ooh. Okay, well that's
giant-
handy.
Giant beds.
I mean, we could have all just piled into a giant bed. And I think we probably could have found space between all of us and been perfectly comfortable.
Yeah, but then you have to like climb up onto the bed to get to the
True.
bed.
True. I mean, listen,
We
Tilda
do
doesn't
have
have to do
rope.
anything. Tilda has a broom. The rest of us have to climb. Well, Aoife can just run up.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Can I borrow the broom?
No.
Okay,
be in the
just
bed.
break my legs then.
But yeah, you are more than welcome to stay for tonight.
The only
So
downside of this Gorget is it doesn't give +1 AC like a ring of protection. Sigh.
It does to me.
Yeah, it really depends on who's looking at it.
Yeah, it does depend on who's looking at it. I mean, if Tilda
Like,
wants
quite
it, you can have
literally.
it. You can have it if you want it. Do you want it?
Do I want the Gorget?
Yeah.
I mean, I did say I kind of wanted it at the beginning.
Oh yeah, then
but...
take it. Yeah, go for it.
No. If I do think it's better used for it's better for the whole group if you use it.
Yeah, but it gives you
And-
advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects,
Mm-hmm.
which is
It does.
really good for not taking out our wizard. So I prefer that you have it.
How many bardic inspirations do you have at this point?
7.
So, and you would heal 14. So
Yeah.
that's 100 hit points of healing to people.
It is, but I also like all of my low-level spell slots. They pretty much get divided into healing word, anyways. So,
Well,
Yeah, but
this
this
could
way you can do
maybe have
both.
you do a little less of that. Maybe. I mean, like, honestly, between the two, either one are gonna get some good use out of it. So whoever wants to use it, I mean, I feel like it's reasonable.
I mean, the
Like,
only reason
one
is
AC
because I have to unattune for my ring of protection, which I kind of don't want to do because it gives me +1 to my saving throws. So, I'd rather Tilda have it.
Oh, well, go for it.
But if you're insisting, like if you're like, putting this on my neck and I can't fight it, then I guess I'll do it. But
Raine is trying to shove it on
mean-
your neck.
I don't think anybody's gonna shove it on you.
Raine is.
also, healing word is a bonus action anyways. So,
It
Yeah,
is.
but you're giving out. But this is let you do upkeep. You guys are make a choice, you know.
Yeah.
I would argue that Zaitari gets the obviously cursed staff.
You could,
It's true. I mean, it's the
Oh.
obviously cursed staff. So I mean, listen, Tilda should get something out of this, and it should probably be the Holy Gorget.
Yeah. I just worried about it being demon o'clock tomorrow.
We'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I assume you guys are resting for the night once. It takes like half an hour for like the rooms to be adequately repaired to your liking.
Yeah,
Mostly it's changing the sheets because
Like
they've
minute.
been like and some of the tossing out some of the furniture because
Mhm.
a lot of stuff is made of wood.
Sure.
And just like tossing, you don't really have like nice armoires right now or dressers, but the sheets are nice and clean at least. There is still that like lingering like slightly burnt smell in the air, but they've tried their best to clear out much as possible in like the short time that you guys had arrived.
Time for some
Uh,
prestidigitation on smells.
Yep, prestidigitation
Mhm,
smells.
mhm.
They tried their best, guys.
Yeah, that's okay.
What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, just when we go to bed is when I'll attune to the staff.
Okay. Give me a moment.
As we all know, I will have my own room. So,
They
the best
did say
time to
that we're
attune to
in
an
one
evil item.
room, right?
Oh yeah, are we in one room?
You have so they usually like set up. So you have 4 rooms. So you guys, a few of you might have to split.
I mean,
Well-
I think it's obvious who's going to be bunking with who, and then the rest of us take our own rooms.
Yeah. So yeah, KK, Raine and
there's
Melanie.
like Tari's and with us. And
Yep. So
Yep,
and
yep,
everybody else
yep.
gets their own room. Perfect.
We made a throuple. Nobody, we just didn't tell
I
anybody.
didn't mention it.
You didn't even let Mel know. God.
Yeah,
Surprise!
because Melanie isn't included. It's me, Raine, and Tegan.
Oh. Damn.
Sorry,
All right.
Melanie, you gotta find a new fiance.
but it's Tegan polymorphed into Mel. It's really weird.
Oh, that's really weird.
Oh, that's why I should have taken True Polymorph. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Now there's 2 Mels running around.
Now there's 2 of them. No.
Okay, Zaitari.
Yes.
So you're tuning this.
No one would be
Uh-huh.
safe with potion.
Goody.
I mean, listen, I do have fairly powerful individuals who are invested in me or, are like my dad on my neck.
Yeah. I actually have taken that under consideration because that's about to come into play.
Yippee! I'm so excited.
So as you sit or stand or wherever you want to be, holding the staff, getting to know it.
Getting to know all about you.
Getting to like you. Sorry.
The staff starts to emanate a deep red glow. Its dark magic starts to almost attempt to intertwine. First, it starts at your arms. So it starts, the red glow, which forms into tendrils, starts to intertwine with your arms.
Mhm.
But then you notice that there is a so you've mentioned prior that your Raven Queen relic has turned into like shoulder feather.
Yeah, it's so imagine the Gorget, but it's goth.
Goth Gorget. Your Raven Queen Goth Gorget.
Gothkit.
There are like shadowy tendrils that start flowing down your arms, meeting where the staff's red, almost pretty much blood-like tendrils seem to meet. As the staff's energy and your relic's divine energy, they begin to collide, because currently your soul has become a battlefield. So I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
For your soul.
22.
Good. So you do not fall unconscious
Nice.
yet.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of DC was fucking hard. It's very, very uncomfortable. That's the beginning of the feeling you're getting. Now it's turning into pain, because the red tendrils start to creep through seemingly your consciousness, whispering promises of forbidden power and eternal undeath.
Oh yes, I want to be a lich. Let's go.
Simultaneously,
Sorry, is this a staff of fucking Orcus or something? Fuck.
Probably.
Simultaneously, the tendrils have started. The black shadowy tendrils have started to form into raven heads, and they're starting to swirl around you and try to combat the blood from the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you like to yell, or are you cool with being alone?
I mean, I'll check over the brooch and be like, "Hey guys, something weird's going on in my room." Obviously, in more of a Zaitari
gonna
would
be more
say this in a specific way, but in case anybody's awake, kind of like I would appreciate some assistance. Please come to my quarters.
Something's weird. It's Victoria's room is just another Tuesday.
Tegan is not weird.
All right, Aoife, you hear that, and I assume you head towards Zaitari's room. Zaitari, I need you to roll one more Constitution saving throw,
Great.
please. Okay.
17.
Now, yeah. So at this point, your body starts trembling because of these two conflicting forces are starting to surge within you. Aoife, when you get in Zaitari's room, you see Zaitari's eyes. They flicker between a lifeless undead gaze, and but they flicker between that and a resolute, determined look. It feels like your fingers, Zaitari, are trembling as well, to just find purchase and a solid object to hold onto, while these two forces are battling within you. One moment. Yeah.
Did she say this over the brooch? Can the rest of us head in there as well?
Oh no, I said it over the brooch. Yeah.
Then yeah, Mel's gonna come in.
Yeah,
Probably
I
not
think,
long after as well.
I think Tilda would have
Did
probably
we get
not
a short rest?
I mean, yeah, it took about an hour to get your room set up. So yeah, short rest.
Tilda wouldn't have been, she wouldn't have rushed, but she would have what's the word I'm looking for? She would have, something weird in your room is possibly another Tuesday, but it could also mean I don't know, an old one. What are they called? Little buddy guy.
Cyst?
Assist! That is the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Assistant.
Yeah.
Could
Proud of
be
myself for that one.
popping up in your
Yeah, Raine will be
room.
behind me.
So, yeah. Tilda's on her way.
And like as you're trying to like move around, finding some purchase, to ground yourself, like because of these opposing forces, they're like clashing with every step you take. So it's rendering your movements very steady and unpredictable, kind of like a fawn that's trying to walk for the first time. There are like intermittently you're hearing like what's happening like in the plane around you. Like you see, for a moment you do see Aoife in your vision as she bursts through the door, concerned about what is happening in front of her. You do hear your father's voice. It is kind of far in the distance, somewhere in the recesses of your mind. He sounds like he's fighting something off.
Mm-hmm.
Has Mel come into the room yet?
Yeah, Mel, you're in the room and you're seeing like Zaitari is shaking. She's convulsing a little bit.
If the staff is still a physical form, she's gonna yank that thing out of her hand so fast.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
I was
Okay.
also going to ask if I could just fight this with the force of my personality, which is vast and powerful.
You can do so. Yeah, roll with advantage as you're yanking.
Oh, that's it. Aoife's hit
Oh,
dice
that was
roll.
a save,
I was like,
but it's
what
the
the
same.
fuck kind of save was that?
I accidentally hit a save, but it's the same
And
number.
would I be able to make a charisma save
Make
again?
a charisma save. What are you thinking? Well, other
So
than
essentially
holy shit, this is attacking you. But what else are you
like
thinking?
obviously, like I can tell that there is a force between two powers happening right now, but like between the blood staff and the relic. And after fighting off those two charisma save or constitution saving throws, essentially I imagine this is more of like a mental battle that's happening right now. I'm just kind of imagining Zaitari very resolutely standing up, and kind of wresting control of this fight to make them stop. I'm imagining some kind of like cool speech, but I'm not necessarily like able to give one right now myself.
Yep.
Kind of essentially just something like I am the master of my own body and you will not take control of it. Something like that, you know what I mean?
Yep, understandable. All right, go ahead and roll that charisma. Yep, that's very good. As you do that, and at the same time, Melody and Aoife are yanking the staff away from you. There is something in your mind that just sounds like it shatters, as if a mirror of blood has just shattered in your mind's eye. And Melanie and Aoife, you are thrown to the ground. Melanie, you have the staff in your hand. Zaitari, you were standing, but now you're kind of like you just kind of slumped to the ground. Momentarily, yeah, mirror of blood. Momentarily,
or a blearer.
Or
the blearer. Yeah.
Raine is bleary eyed.
As you like take your arms to as you're just kind of like combing your hand through your pretty sweaty hair at this point, you notice that there are like your veins, instead of being like a normal like slightly bluish tinge, had turned purple black during the moments where you were holding.
To be fair,
yep,
they would just be red because my skin is red, but now they are black.
Now they're black. They are very black. But that is slowly receding. And you also hear in your head your father that's just like, holy fucking shit. Not Jesus Christ, by a Raven Queen.
Handle
Ugh.
hinder.
Like he has just gone through the ringer as well. There are slight blood tendrils that are still like jumping a little bit on the staff. But you got the sense that this, I hinted at it, but basically it feels like life was going to leave your body. Your soul was going to be caged.
Oh
And
my god.
you were, well, essentially, your soul would be caged in your own body, as you would have been turned, as your father explains, to become an undead.
Ah, okay.
Oh, is that all?
I mean, there's more to it, but you didn't get
Yeah,
that
of course
far.
there is.
Yeah, something about having the Raven Queen attached to you and being like, no. Had
Yeah, I was
something to
probably
do
the
with
first
that.
person to. I was probably the best person to try to do.
You were, because like I thought about this and I'm just like, yeah, Raven Queen would be like, no bueno.
No.
But yeah, Melanie and Aoife and pretty much everybody that's probably in the are probably in the room being like, what the fuck?
I
Now,
feel like
No,
Raine and
that was
Tilda
the
are in the
worst.
doorway, just like, what just happened?
now,
Zaitari?
did I actually attune to it?
No.
Did I? Oh, damn it!
Zaitari?
Mhm.
Zaitari, I'm going to wait until you
And
feel
let's
a little
put the
bit better
staff down.
before. Oh no, I'm not putting this down when anybody can also can reach it. We're putting this somewhere no one can get it. That I'm gonna just wait until you're feeling better to tell you how dumb that was. But I am going to tell you at length how dumb this was once you're feeling a little bit better. But right
didn't
now
say
it looks
anything
like you
about
just
the
almost
drop
died, so I'm
it.
going to wait.
You didn't say anything
Hey,
about
hey, drop the
having
staff.
problems with this when I
Hey,
intended to do this
that's a
tonight.
save, guys. Guys, that's a save. Drop the staff.
Oh,
Drop.
you're telling me to drop it?
Yep.
All right. What is it? A wisdom?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have advantage on that, so it's actually significantly lower.
All right.
It
I
is
open up
4.
the where it's hard. The portable hole and I kick it in to the portable hole and I close it up again.
Sweetheart, we're going to have a small conversation about using command on me and not just requesting. Okay, that's going to be a conversation we have
You
later.
weren't complaining the other night. That's all I'm saying.
That's a private
All
thing that
right.
we did, and that's for us. Thank you. Okay, are we done with? Are you okay, Zaitari? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Can I come
cracked me
over
up.
and
Unlocked.
do like a medicine check or something on Zaitari, please? Hello?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, done losing it. Sorry, Hemlock, that just really got me.
Aoife, there's a child in the room. Me. Alright. My medicine check isn't so great, but I'm gonna kind of, even like regardless of what happens here, I'm going to
I will
take the
assist.
Oh. Okay. Thanks. I was about to say my medicine check is +3. I don't know if you've got a better one.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
+9.
Well, I'll assist Raine and sort of check like vital signs or something. Yeah, and then regardless of how well or not well it went, I was gonna grab a piece of the shards of dawn and hand it to Zaitari.
Okay. Raine.
Say, "It's in your mouth."
Yep. Raine.
She-
Just to give
Checking the
you.
eyes, checking the temperature, kind of
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Temperature is cooler than normal. It is not the normal. It's pretty much. She feels.
Bend over and
You
cough.
would know that Zaitari normally runs hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she feels very like chilly to the touch. She does have a pulse, which is good. It's not racing as
like slow.
much as you think it should be, but it's starting to get back up there. It feels like it's climbing back up there quickly though. Reflexes are also a little sluggish as well. You do the whole like test with the kneecap, and it doesn't come up as quickly as you think it should.
Doesn't work so well with the dagger either.
Yeah. Your medical assessment is she pretty much came back. It's hard to describe. Not from the brink of death, but from essentially maybe from death.
She's vaguely cadaver-like,
Yeah,
someone that
vaguely cadaver-like. Shaking off
Kind
the
of like
rhythm.
somebody who has had the resurrection spell cast on them and they just
Yeah.
are shitty for a while. Or is it? Wait, it's not that one. It's the one that you have the negatives to for a while. I don't remember which one
Yeah.
of those.
Gray's dead or something, I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ray's dead.
Yeah, kind of, and she does appear kind of like a little bit sluggish, considering the ordeal that she just went through. That is your assessment.
Well, at least you made me look good out of this, Zaitari. Maybe I'll be off Tilda's shit list.
Just gonna roll my
Nope.
eyes. Nobody had any problems with me doing this tonight until just now.
I will say, if you had out loud said in character that you were going to attune, Mel would have suggested not saying it, or would have suggested not
doing it?
not doing it. But since we didn't talk about it in character, I was assuming that we just didn't talk about it. Oh.
Precisely. You never said anything that you were going to do anything with this.
You handed it to me after you explained what
did
it
not.
was.
Aoife does say, I wasn't going to judge. I tuned to an item and got choked out by a goddess. Everybody has to learn to remember mistakes or some shit, right?
That's a very good point, Aoife.
Listen, everything's fine. Now,
Are you chewing on the Shards of Dawn piece?
You gotta eat it?
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
I don't.
that's weird.
I don't need it. I haven't lost any hit points or anything. I just feel weird. Probably sleep will be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure sleep
Zaitari
will be
say
fine.
in Zaitari's voice.
And Tilda will say in Tilda's voice, "Put it in your mouth and chew."
Sleep
And
will
then
be fine
swallow.
for trauma.
I will hold it up in front of my face and like pointedly give a look to Tilda and say, "Yes, mother," and eat it. Listen, all I'm saying is, since none of us had any problems touching it before, and the only problem was when I tried to attune to it, I would like to consult with some of our clerics that we have back at the keep. Maybe even some knowledge resources that we have in the Book of Ioun. See if maybe we could make this safe to use, where it won't try to take over my body and turn me into an undead creature that will just be a husk puppeting this staff. Because it would be very useful to use if I could use it.
Still feel like that's almost definitely, by the time it is safe, I'm assuming it will most likely gut any magical properties that you want it to have. I
We
mean,
don't know that, and I
I-
suppose we will
We don't
find
know.
out.
here's the thing though. This thing, it was obviously made by some sort of not nice entity, whether it be evil, chaotic, whatever.
I like
A lot of
Aoife's
those
idea better.
entities don't give up power cheap. You know what I mean? I mean, you make a deal with the devil, they generally take some sort of shit. So whoever made this thing, most likely, when it was created, it was not created to have a cheap price. Probably. I mean, that's
Listen, it's magic. We'll figure it out. And if we can't use it well, if I can't use it in the way that I would like to, then we'll go with Aoife's idea and hopefully be able to blow a nice big hole into an old one with it.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. We can make some sort of magic nonsense with it. Just as long as
Now, if you don't
yeah.
mind, I'm going to go to sleep now.
That's fair.
We'll figure it out when we get back to the keep. After I get my spell slots back. Well, after I rest and my magical energies return to me, and we can head back to the keep.
Well, we all get to have a go. Used to be me in the beginning.
At being dumb.
Getting lectured.
Not being, yeah, being lectured. Because Aoife just said it's nice not being the one lectured for a change.
Oh, I missed that. I am currently reading. Or not reading. What's the thing? Oh, doing things with needles.
Understandable.
Knitting.
Reading with my
reading,
needles.
you know. You're just reading with my needles, stabs eyes.
Sorry, Lynn.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. I
Um,
am trying to read this pattern, and I'm not doing a good job of it, so.
as you guys retire for the night,
I'm just gonna kind of, while everyone else trails out, just kind of look at Zaitari. Say, open your mouth, lift your tongue,
Oh my god.
cast light, and just make sure she actually swallowed it.
Mother, I will do as you ask,
And
I'll,
while
Zaitari
I'm-
will open her mouth and show everywhere inside, and then just kind of give like a seductive lick of her teeth. Everything,
While-
everything look to your standards. Are we
Perception
good?
check.
While everybody's trailing out and Zaitari's being a petulant baby,
Yes.
Tilda is going to very quietly say, it's about keeping you and all of us safe, darling.
I
We're
understand,
supposed to
Mother.
be
Thank
looking
you.
out for each other.
I appreciate the thought, Mother.
You can keep calling me that. It's not
I
an
will.
insult. Because I am a mother.
I know.
And if I have to be yours, well then, I suppose that is a job I'm willing to take on.
Thank you, Mother.
The Shards of Dawn piece should, there's a bit of a calming effect. It should help you sleep tonight as well.
Zaitari will give give a nod and thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what the shards of dawn taste like.
lemon.
I would like to imagine that they taste like whatever your favorite thing is.
Yeah, I like that idea too. It's sort of the Mary Poppins cold
Mhm.
medicine.
Mm-hmm. Pink starburst.
Accurate.
Banana Lavi Taffy.
Ew.
Ew.
Wow, that was a
Wow.
visceral reaction.
Wow. All right.
I mean,
well,
I hate
Perfect
banana
timing.
everything.
We just both had to think about it for a second, like, ew. Nobody
I'm not
knows,
a fan of
but
banana.
Zaitari's
Mel-
favorite taste is blood.
Mel will look at Aoife and say, "You make a solid point. It's been a long day. I think that we're all very tired, and we do need to make sure that we have a little bit less bickering. That's a good point, Aoife. You've got a very level head on your shoulders."
Zaitari's just saying all this mother shit to Tilda in private, in jest. She doesn't mean it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tilda's just after she makes sure that Zaitari's eaten the Shards of Dawn and that she's like getting into bed and stuff, she leaves. I think she catches the tail end of that, oh, we should bicker less and stuff.
Yeah, and
It would be a lot-
Zaitari will say as Tilda's leaving, "Good night, Mother."
I'll check on you in the morning, darling.
Thank you.
It would be a lot easier to check on, to bicker less if we actually listened to each other and,
What?
perhaps
Huh?
Mel
didn't do things behind
gently
each other's
elbows
back.
Raine when she says that.
Maybe we didn't do things behind each other's back. Or such things like that.
Yes, and
Now-
honestly, I don't think Zaitari meant to be, what's the word I'm
No.
looking for? I don't think that she meant to be underhanded in any way, but I feel like this is something that if we had known it was going to happen, we would have expressed our concerns, and maybe either requested it not happen or try to make it sure that it was in the safest possible thing. And honestly, I'll be honest, part of my being upset is because I was scared for her. So, I worry about all of you.
Like after the day we've just had, where I don't know about you all, I can feel my magical power is almost tapped. There's not a lot we could have done if she hadn't broken out of the whatever it was.
I'm so used to taking on everything and being competent, it's easy to overestimate our abilities. I say with a half burned off eyebrow.
Yeah. I know, Eva. You absolutely took a good brunt of the punishment in the fighting today.
Let's all get some rest.
By the way, DM,
Mhm.
how strict are you gonna be about the whole the Gorget has to be attuned by a good aligned creature thing?
Is Tilda neutral?
Oops.
Technically,
Oh,
Tilda
yeah.
is neutral. Yes.
Nice.
I'm not gonna be that strict with it, honestly. You guys are for the most part, y'all are good people, so that's good enough for me.
Okay.
Now, if this was a sword of murder, stab, evil aligned people, then we would have to be talking
but
different.
we weren't going to talk about that.
It's
We
like
said we were going to keep that a
that's-
secret.
That's
Yeah,
the
Raine's
next
just like,
item
well-
that Zaitari is going to try to attune to. It's fine.
No, that would be Raine. If there's a sword of murder, stab, Raine would be like, well, guess it's time to be evil.
Okay, so
Um,
trying to figure out what I want to unattune to.
once
Yeah,
we
that becomes a fun
return
game.
to the bedroom,
Ooh.
yes,
The
And just a-
90s sitcom audience shows up.
Raine will, kind of turn over to Mel and be like, I only used command because I was concerned that
I know.
maybe it wouldn't let you drop it. And
No,
I'm sorry.
I understand. I do. I really do. I was very worried about Zaitari, and I emotions were very high. So don't worry.
Love you.
Love you too, dear.
Oh.
But
Nothing,
maybe
it's just cute. Oh, sorry. I thought you said
maybe
what?
let's not talk about the whole command thing. And I mean, Aoife's very young still. I mean, she's an impressionable youth, though I swear that she does more of the impressioning, especially, I mean, she gave our child so many kazoos. It wasn't even just the one.
I'm still finding them.
How many did she hide?
I don't know.
So many. So many kazoos.
I think something's got to be making them multiply. I don't know how kazoos reproduce, but apparently it's happening.
Maybe there's just one, like, magical kazoo that just makes more kazoos. Like, those fish that, like, they get pregnant and then they're just pregnant forever.
Huh?
Terrifying.
There's a creature called a tribble.
So anglerfish, Basically the male just merges,
yeah,
and then like the anglerfish
yeah.
has testicles that it can use to
Mhm.
inseminate itself, which is
Yeah.
horrifying on
Sorry,
many levels.
what?
Yeah, anglerfish, instead of having like sex or laying eggs, they just like merge bodies, and then they just it's gross and weird.
Essentially, what happens is the male anglerfish, which is much smaller than a female anglerfish.
Oh yeah,
kinda
they
just,
attach
they just bite the female, and then they kind of just wither away like a parasite,
Yeah,
only providing sperm when needed.
Fair
really,
Ideal,
truly
and-
horrifying.
the ideal endpoint of all evolution.
enough.
Well, I guess I have heard that octopus can just like inseminate a testicle, or not a testicle, gosh, a tentacle, and just like throw it. Like they'll just like
Yeah.
take it off and just like yeet,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
which
Yep.
is definitely an interesting. Yes.
You're welcome.
I mean,
Oh.
snails essentially. I think it's. I'm not sure if it's all snails, but snails essentially do the same thing. But
Nice.
they have like a bone that they shoot out.
God.
Bone.
So
Yeah,
many
it's not like
jokes.
It's not like an actual bone. It's like I think like the material of a nail.
But
Whatever that is, like a a human nail. What is that?
like
Collagen? Cuticle?
collagen?
Is that?
Keratin. Look at
Keratin,
you,
yeah,
Hemlock.
yeah.
You're knowing words. I mean, I don't know if it's spelled correctly because I'm not typing it, so it's not underlined. But
Somebody has to have the brain cell.
hey. So question, how long, so we were here for like, what, 2 days? So
Yeah,
we
about
haven't
2
been here
days.
very long at all, right?
Nope.
Okay, alright, so we still have a decent amount of time for like planning and bullshit when we get back. We don't have to be too worried yet, question? I'm assuming we
think
should be
so.
worried all the time.
What was I gonna say? Zaitari, before you go to bed, as you are closing, you are going to bed, right? Or are you just staying awake
yeah.
the whole
Oh,
night?
yeah.
Okay. You are going to bed.
Imagine I'm fucking exhausted, and like Tilda did just give me like a Valium, so
Pretty much.
A magical
Yeah, it was
Valium.
more like a
Benadryl.
yes, like a Benadryl, or that's what I imagined it to be. But Valium works too, I guess.
Is Tilda handing out the good shit or not? No.
It's more like
Oh.
a
Shards Don Ativan here.
what's the word I'm thinking of? Melatonin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's much more chill.
Chill.
Just before your eyes close, finally, when you get some rest, there is the shadow of
Get ready for your new sleep paralysis, demon.
Yeah.
You think you see like the shadow of a raven kind of just like hunched over like on like the headboard of the bed.
Jesus.
That just gives a little just caw before you like go to sleep. But then we move on to the next day.
Zaitari, is that a sending that you're sending? Oh, you said over the brooch. I sent a
Yeah.
sending to the king. What sending did you send to the king?
We're going to the key for supplies.
Oh, I thought maybe I missed something. My apologies. Okay.
No, I just had essentially just a side message with Darren to confirm something.
Oh, okay.
So I'll teleport us to the palace, and then I can teleport us back to the keep after we're done.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys do teleport to the palace. Unless Aoife, there's anything you want to do prior to the teleportation to the. I see.
I will say we should go ahead and grab.
Oh right,
Some-
giant key users.
We should also grab some sort of trinket in case we need to teleport back here for some reason, like to come pick up giants. If we have some sort of something from here, it makes it a lot easier for whoever's teleporting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll
They'll definitely give you like a
We'll just take a towel from the guest bathroom.
I mean, you could do that if you really want to. You could take a pebble off the floor if you want.
I mean, what makes you think
I was
Raine has
honestly
already
just going-
loaded it up?
I was honestly just probably going to take like a piece of rubble from the fighting, you know?
Do you have like a bag of
Of
places
holding?
you've,
Yes.
you've no of rocks that places you have
Have
been,
been
but
labeled.
but you have to like label the rocks because like you don't want to.
I think that
grab
was
the wrong
Ronnie.
rock.
I think Ronnie was doing that. Wasn't he?
I don't know.
I know. Maybe it was
Ronnie had-
Bittersweet. I know somebody in this party was doing that.
Ronnie
Somebody
had
had that
rocks, but I
idea.
don't know if he was doing anything with them. I thought it was more of like a shrine thing.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, the
Ronnie's
tuning forks.
Tuning forks. Okay.
Which I have, like, between us, we have a lot of tuning forks now.
Do
But,
we?
yeah.
I know we have 2.
Yeah, we have a plane, we have a Feywild, Primaterial plane, obviously, and the plane of ooze.
Mm.
Okay. 3 is not a lot to me, so okay. I guess I. All right.
Aoife, when you ask that, King Azurith will say, "We have 2 that I know of. Usually they've been on soul searching journeys, so they don't come back often. But I will send messages to them, telling them their assistance is needed immediately. Adequate ability. Let me see. It's hard for the king to fully understand their capabilities, seeing that the king is not a key user himself. I mean, he knows they fight using key for sure. As for like if they can do what you explain, he's not 100% sure. But he will recall them and like he will send a message to them and they'll get in touch with you in turn soon. Okay. And I assume at this point you are teleporting to the king's.
Oh, do we have some sort of way that we tell somebody's spellcasters, hey, if you need us, you need to DM Penelope? No.
Persephone.
Persephone! Thank you. Penelope killed it for me. I couldn't think of another name.
And you also have Isadora now too.
Yeah, I was going to say Isadora is mostly our contact point.
And also, I think Persephone is the child, isn't she?
Yeah, Demeter is the.
Demeter is.
Oh, okay. I always mix them up.
Chambers is our maid, not maid, but like
essentially
butler.
our castle steward.
There,
Seneschal.
Seneschal, major domo, maitre d', etc., etc.
House manager, yeah.
Yeah,
her I remember.
The person in charge of all the other staff.
But at this point, do you teleport to King Jonah's?
Yeah, so long as we're all ready to go.
Everybody else good?
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. In the flash, you teleport to the King Jonah's Mithril Palace. He is already. Where are you teleporting to? In front of the palace? In the throne room?
In the waiting room.
In the waiting room. When you arrive, when you poof into existence, Tester's already there, and he says, "Oh, good. I was hoping you'd arrive here and not right into the throne room. This way."
No,
please.
that would be awkward. I feel like there's a blue tiefling out there somewhere who would do that, but not me.
Very good. If you follow me, please. King Jonah is waiting for you with your parcel. So he will lead you into the throne room. King Jonah is already there, and he has what looks like to be a small wooden crate. That is. You hear as when he moves the crate, there are like the clink of bottles from inside. And as he sees you approach, he says, "Oh, good, you're here. Welcome back. I assume you were successful in your endeavors since you are all in one piece."
I mean, yes, I told you as much last night, but okay.
Sorry.
Yes,
Look,
the
not
we
everyone's
have
awake to receive your messages.
we have made sure that the storm giants have reclaimed their home.
Very good. Very, very good. Well, as I have promised, I have a few things here that might be of your interest. I was able to find one potion of invulnerability. Only one, however. So, use this.
Raine, if you would like the potion of invulnerability.
Let's grab it.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
All right, so that's one potion of invulnerability. I also have from Tester's previous excursion, and he is going to. Let me bring this up. Handout. Where is it? There we go.
Maybe I already have one listed. I know I gave that away, so that wasn't accurate, but oh well.
Okay, can I take a moment to say something?
Hmm?
Because it is killing me trying to figure out what to de-attune from, because 2 of my 3 attunement slots are extremely, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Dear and personal to Tilda. It's her engagement ring and judgment.
Mm.
And the
Well,
thing that I am least attached to, that I am attuned to, is the Shards of Dawn.
What you could do is you could still use judgment, just not attune to it. You could still like have it with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. But then
It'll
it
still
doesn't
give
work.
like what is it?
Like if it's a plus
If it
one
doesn't
weapon,
even-
it's still a plus one.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the other stuff.
It just wouldn't have like the truth thing.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I just linked you the bloody Marlith. It is
Yeah.
the very rare version.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I have been saving this for. We've been saving this for a rainy day, and I think you can make use of it.
Actually, my name is Raine.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Like the potion of invulnerability, he only does have one of these because they are very rare.
I think it's probably best that Raine gets that too.
So 6 sneak attacks in that first round of combat? If everything went perfectly.
Yeah.
It's not bloody likely.
Bloody.
And please include 2 potions of supreme healing.
Who
To whoever
needs
wants
those? Because I have a superior healing right now.
I mean, I have no superior. If you want to hand one to me, that's fine.
I think we should probably hand a supreme healing to Melanie and also Aoife, just to again make sure that she stays up.
Wait, which one's supreme? How many? I have one of superior, which is 8d4. Is that the one that we're looking at?
No,
Or is
Supreme
Supreme something
is
else?
Supreme is the top tier shit. It's
Okay.
the 20-year age scotch of the potion world.
Oh, 10d4. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Aoife should get one, and also Melanie.
I'd be down with that. I feel like we take the most damage.
Yeah. And Aoife, if needed,
Supreme
can...
Aoife.
And if needed, Aoife can also get over to somebody and, shove it in their mouth. So...
10d4 plus 20. Woof. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Aoife.
But you're almost definitely going to be fairly busy doing key shit. Probably, maybe, who knows?
Regardless, it would be a...
I think it's still a good one for you to have.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing most of the key shit that's going to have to be done is going to be a multi-round thing, but I have no idea.
Up all night to get super lucky.
So do we have a planned timeline yet?
If we do, I don't remember.
No, we don't. Also, is that all that the
That's-
king had for us? Okay.
That's all the king had for you on like a short notice.
No, yeah, it's better than nothing. Any chance you have any weapon stores that we could raid? And anything that doesn't get used, we'll give you back.
I have a couple things. I don't know if what you have is already better than what you have, but
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah, I can show you what I have, and if you can use any of it, great. If you can't, then I will redistribute it to some of our guard. So let me.
Have you already
By the
checked
way,
to see?
we got a long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have we already checked to see if there's any key users in his domain that he thinks could help?
I feel like we asked, but I can't remember.
I think you guys did ask, and he unfortunately didn't have any.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So let me see. The two things he currently has that might be useful. Let me take a look. Are this thing. So I'll just put it in the Discord. That's one of them. And then where's the other one? And this was a heavy crossbow. So
It's a
Ooh.
blaster.
And the last useful thing is where I just fucking saw it. Hold on.
Does the crossbow require attunement?
Does it?
Doesn't say
It
it.
doesn't
It
say
doesn't
it.
say
No,
that
it
it
does
so
does.
not.
It doesn't.
I think it's because it's
It's not really
it's mostly just
adding.
the firing. Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, Mel doesn't have a ranged weapon that she really uses, so
Yeah, I think
she
that'd
would
be great.
happily use that if no one else wants to use it.
Because I don't think rogues can use heavy crossbows. I don't know.
I don't. I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think that would be very good for Melanie then. You'd have to be a Kensai monk to be able to use it.
I mean, can you imagine Tilda flying around on her broom with that thing in both arms,
It'd be pretty rad.
staring down the, trying to
Say hello to my
stare
little
down the
friend.
sight of it. What'd you say, KK?
Say hello to my little friend.
And yeah. Okay, what is up with SpongeBob all of a sudden? Because like Lush did a thing, like a collaboration with SpongeBob, and now
Oh,
apparently
that's
Power
how
Watch
marketing
Simulator.
always works.
I know, it just feels
Essentially,
like
they just
out of nowhere.
time it like that to make everything, or to make it very prevalent at the top of people's minds. Essentially,
Like, is SpongeBob even airing episodes on TV at the moment?
I don't think so anymore.
That's the last thing. So those
Oh,
are
right
3
here.
things he has.
Lena Rapier. I'm not gonna lie, I love the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like right off the bat.
Vladimir Putin draws SpongeBob SquarePants cartoon as he visits exhibition.
What?
Yep, it's real.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Definitely. All right.
Oh,
It
the
really is
rapier
everywhere.
just pokes people through it. You can just poke people through other people.
I have that planar rapier, please.
Yeah, he wouldn't have offered it if he was willing to give it to you guys.
I was considering the staff, but that rapier is good.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well,
and it does extra damage.
yeah, we'll
Nice.
put it
Yeah.
as a handout as well, so you just have it available.
Does this mean that we don't have to worry about you attempting to attune to the blood scepter again?
Listen,
The blood
only if all of the clerics in the Book of Ayum say that we can clean it and it's safe. If not, I'm not gonna bother.
No, thank God.
And try stop. He's doing
Mom,
that thing where he's
stop.
putting his paw on my mouse again.
Oh dear. He just wants to be a part of the...
Aoife, if we wanted to have you have enhanced ability that doesn't consume a spell slot, we could just get scrolls or probably even a wand of it. I mean, that's not a high level spell, so we could easily make something that gives you that. Oh God, when cats want to cuddle when it's hot, I love you, but I want to die. Please, please.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
DM.
Yep.
Is it true that if I disattune or unattune from Judgment, my hammer
Yeah.
thing, that it will still work as a magic weapon?
Yeah.
It just won't do the...
Won't do the extra stuff.
Okay. Well, just because I think we're not going to be running into too many people who are
God damn it.
who we have to like pummel the truth out of them, as it were,
Probably not.
in our next battle. I will unattune from judgment and attune to the Gogurt thing.
No, not the Gogurt.
Really never liked Gogurt.
It's just a push tube of yogurt, isn't it? I mean, isn't it just the same?
I'm not a huge fan of yogurt, to be
Oh, I just find
perfectly
it to be a
fair.
really weird way to get yogurt into your mouth, that's all.
But yeah, it's like 70% sugar too.
I mean, most yogurt that's marketed to children
It's-
is mostly sugar.
Yeah.
Alright. Putting this sling bow on. No, star metal blaster. There we go.
Okay, I'm editing the bag of holdings and magical items just to make sure that I remember.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, it says Kingo. I'm very happy that some of the weapons I have in storage will be of use to all of you. Anything else before we part ways again?
If nobody else has anything. I was specifically told, and I didn't get a chance to say this last time because let's say I was stunned by your magnificence, Your Majesty. But I was specifically told by a certain someone
Mm-hmm.
to give you her regards. Erathis says her.
Oh.
Look, I wasn't here for the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Fucking mithril dragon reveal.
yeah. Yes, I remember that.
um. Well, I do what I can to serve the good lady. But thank you.
Of course. I'm merely a messenger.
He smiles, and he does give you a slight bow as well when he gives you his thanks. Anything else? Anybody?
We thank you very much for your generous loan and gift of these items for the coming battle. Not to overextend your generosity, but given the dire circumstances that we find ourselves up against, is there any chance you would have any connections that we could utilize to stock ourselves up on more resources? Mostly potions and things.
Normally, I would. However, because the seas have been tumultuous lately, that is going to be a lot harder. Essentially, most seafaring trade has stopped, so it's going to be difficult to get things to you unless they've already existed at particular stores. I can reach out in the meantime to see if anybody has anything else still available.
Well, we have the means of teleportation and getting nearly anywhere. So, you're always free to contact me if anything comes up. If anything comes up.
I will.
You can contact any of us.
Oh, yes, of course, any of us.
Of course. I will endeavor to do so if I hear back from any of my contacts.
Wonderful.
If there are any potions of speed, or you know anyone that does, or find anyone, pay double the going price. No questions asked.
Nice.
I will.
I'm assuming the going price is at least double.
Right now it's
right.
pretty high because of the essentially there's no sea traffic anymore.
Understandable. I wouldn't
Mhm.
want to be at sea right now. When we were, it wasn't very safe feeling.
No. No, definitely not safe.
Okay.
Now, seeing as you're a very powerful and mighty king,
Yes.
um,
Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to.
don't have to flatter. I'm gonna quickly imagine that before we got here, I checked over the brooch with everybody, see if this was kosher. I would like for the king to look over the staff.
I mean, he
Ooh.
is a fucking very powerful, very old metallic dragon, so
Yeah,
Mel would
with
be
all
okay
of
with him
the-
looking at it.
Yeah, with all the warnings involved, just say, hey,
Yeah.
this was at, because I mean, I feel like it's important that the king knows that there was a fucking blood mage wielding this staff and an
Yeah.
obsidian
Okay.
pillar.
Or
And-
if he has like a main, person that deals with that, like I would be fine with, as long as the person seemed trustworthy, I'd be fine with that as well.
I imagine the tiefling steward guy would also would probably be that person who's probably in the room right now.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'll magic hand it out of the hole.
Yeah. This was being utilized at the giant's castle. It was essentially plunged into an obsidian pillar to summon we'll just say things from the elemental plane of blood, probably.
There's an elemental plane of blood?
Zaitari's just making assumptions here, okay? And I tried to attune to it last night, nearly turned me into an undead husk with which I would be its vessel. So, very dangerous. I'm just wondering if you had any insight into this staff. And also, you should probably know that this was being used in the battle.
He will take a look at it. When his hand hovers over the staff, you already see it reacting like liquid would. They seem to follow his he's out of reach of it. His hand is probably 6 inches above it, but you just see the tiniest tendrils that follow his hand as he passes his hand from side to up and down the length of it. And he says, I have heard of such a thing. I know that the rumor was that this particular staff was created using the blood of a vampire. I don't know much about the entity's blood that was used. But this is foul. I don't know much more about that. I've heard just rumors and whispers about that. My magical advisor might be able to tell you more, but he's currently not in the vicinity.
Are you speaking of Galloway?
No.
Is it somebody that we know that we can contact?
I don't think so.
Does he seem surprised by the name Galloway? By me, like, bringing it up at all, or?
He doesn't react when you say Galloway. At all.
Okay.
It's nobody you would know personally, so I don't think you'd be able to contact him. But next time he comes around, I will ask him to see if he knows any more.
Are you sure? We know a lot of people.
And we might know somebody who knows somebody. You never know. 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
I'm sure he does get around. You probably know somebody that he knows that they know. I'm sure of that.
Can we have a name? There, it's like, I don't have one!
Either that or this guy's being cagey as fuck.
I mean, since you said the name Galloway, I do know Galloway. Not personally, though. We've never met face to face. Avalarian is his name.
Can I do some kind of check?
Yep.
See if I know this guy?
Yep, you do.
All my
Arcana,
travels.
history.
Yeah, either or is fine.
I'll do a history check. They're equally as not great, but you know.
Yeah, mine are equally good. So.
I imagine that yours are equally fan-fucking-tastic.
Yep.
Zaitari, you're not sure?
Yeah.
Tilda, he built the wall.
Oh!
Oh, so his name's not Donald Trump?
No.
Mm.
Wrong wall. No, he built the wall that nobody can teleport through from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably knows his shit.
That wall was built over a millennia ago.
Now, this may be me making things up. Maybe I'm misremembering something.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had determined that Avalarion was King Jonah.
No.
At some point. Okay.
I think there might have been a rumor about. No, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking about there were rumors of him, being something other than human since he lived a really long time, and they kept having more King Jonahs. But that was we proved that was right. So.
But like I said, he's not currently around. It would be pretty hard to get a hold of him unless he comes around again.
We could also maybe legend lore it. I mean, it's a pretty big, powerful object. It possibly has.
Oh, for sure. Also, because I can't remember if we mentioned it to the king. Did we tell him about what's going on with the dragon sphere?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we did. Honestly, I think he might have already known.
Just in case. Are you aware of what's going on with the dragon sphere, King Jonah?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hence why I am currently have a lower profile than usual.
This individual that you know, might they also be a dragon? Maybe.
No, he is definitely not a dragon.
Oh, interesting. Some really old guy. Well, not like Zaitari wouldn't know that from Tilda's brain, but you know. Well, again, we thank you very much for your generous gifts. And everything that you've been able to share with us.
I wish you the best in your endeavors.
Oh, so that's the thing. He maybe Avalarian isn't old. He's just a chronomancer.
Yeah, he's just kind of sprinkled in the timeline.
Or super powerful also.
And that would
I mean,
explain
obviously super
why
powerful.
he's not around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's probably in some sort of other timeline.
Yeah, he's either in some other timeline or considering that this man is also a chronomancer, he probably has his own fucking demi-plane that he fucks off to every once in a while.
Yeah, probably.
Before we leave, I just just a thought just occurred to me, Your Majesty.
Yes.
And I was wondering, do you know why the Gallantaras and the Loyalas were at war or feuding for so long?
Unfortunately,
I imagine behind your wall it's difficult to learn about the intimate politics of a couple of unimportant to Algol families from Leona.
I typically don't.
Sure do by now.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't really, other than speaking to representatives of other countries, I don't really know much about the interpolitics of noble families.
Yes. All right.
I apologize. That's not
It
something.
is.
Yeah.
It's completely understandable. You have bigger things to be attending to.
But if I knew, I would certainly tell you.
Appreciate it, darling. Um. That's a low roll for Raine.
Maybe hard to say.
Yeah, he's very hard to read, Raine.
Like, this isn't even his real fucking face, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I bet it's a lot easier to lie without your real face.
Hang on, I'm just gonna
Only
roll
D&D
my
players say.
portent rolls to see. Okay, no natural 20s. Then I'm not even gonna bother trying to roll insight. I just curtsy and bid him good day.
Okay.
And thanks.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants to do? Ask Jonah or Tester or anything else they would like to get.
I think that I'm good.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So who is casting teleport? And I assume you're going back to the keep.
I think that's where we're going now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let me get this battle map ready.
When you teleport back to the keep, it is quiet.
Too quiet?
Not too quiet. It's normal.
Okay.
It's normal quiet.
Well, I'm guessing that to Mel, it is
It's
too
probably
quiet
too
because
Yeah. Mel is
Shattuck
way
doesn't
too
come,
quiet.
and yeah.
You are sad.
Yeah, but it's not that suspicious quiet that
Yeah, sure.
know, it's quiet. Too quiet.
Too quiet.
Yeah.
When you
then
guys
something
get
attacks.
back to the keep, Chambers is there to greet you. And she mentions to Aoife that there was a package that was dropped off earlier in the day by one of the guardians. the small tournament group from Inculta. And the
Oh,
package
right.
was addressed to you, Aoife.
Do you remember which guardian dropped it off?
He had a very large bow with him. San, I think, was his name.
Huh. Oh, okay.
So specifically, it was for Aoife. She said she might find it useful. It smells very nice.
I was wondering if it was maybe our trickster friend, and he was giving you, I don't know, box full of grasshoppers to
No,
loosen the keep or something.
I remember the halfling. It was definitely a human or half elf. Some of the
Oh, am I thinking of the? Oh, I am thinking of the wrong
exalted.
people.
Yeah, you're thinking of the exalted.
It's difficult to keep track of.
Is Zaitari's icon invisible here?
Huh? What?
Are you there, Zaitari?
What do you mean? What's happening?
On the screen?
Oh, she's just underneath the. I think.
Okay, I was
She's
like,
underneath the
"What
map.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, what's happening? I don't understand why you keep saying Zaitari. I swear to God, I kind of zoned out of the conversation a bit because my mom was texting me and I was replying back.
Yeah. Does
So-
anybody want to cast detect magic on the package?
It's probably fine.
I can do it.
Okay. There is magic.
As a ritual, obviously.
Yeah, there is magic coming from the package. It is. What would this be? It would be. I'm trying to figure out what the magic you'd sense would be.
I mean, is it super evil blood magic that's gonna murder us all?
It is abjuration.
So probably not,
Yeah, probably not.
because abjuration is protection magic.
Yeah.
Okay, you open it, and this, in a nice, bottle, there is
Please let it
this.
just be like perfume.
The note says, currently
Gee.
distributing it to most of the masters. Thought you'd like some as well.
Cures any short-term madness. Just in case.
I mean, that's useful.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
actually really is. It's just, I love how it's so nonchalant about it. In case you're just mildly insane, just a little bit.
One drink of it right now. It sounds like he's also distributing this to more people.
Very handy.
Hmm.
Especially because I don't know how many key points it takes to pull old one souls apart, That's it's a weird number of key points there, probably.
So I will put that in the handouts as well. Key balancing T, in case you need a reference to it. It sounds like you guys want to sell items and things like that since you have a lot, or do some shopping later.
Yeah, it's mostly wanting to get loaded on potions. As many as we can get.
Or if there's anything that is a minor magic item that we want to try to get, Aoife mentioned wanting to possibly get enhance ability, and we could probably find a scroll or a wand or a token, because I know that we had those tokens made where I've got a token of Featherfall, and I had a token of shield at one point, so I'm assuming we could get something like that done. I know Bryn made those at one point, so I know that they can be made. So if we could get maybe something like that, I feel like there's just a little bit of like shopping like that would be something we're gonna try to do if we
Okay.
have time.
Sounds good. How many days do you want to spend on this?
I
Well,
guess how many days do we have?
I don't know.
yeah. How long? So have we gotten
You
any?
do too.
I do
Have we
know.
gotten any timeline back on when they think that the uh God Slayer is going to be functional?
If you ask, they will tell you it should be functional in 10 days.
Okay.
Do we have any sort of timeline on when other of our allies will be ready? When some of the other key masters might be ready? Like,
Yeah, can we check in with Isadora and see if she heard anything about oh my god, the illusion plan, how that's going?
Oh yeah, making the rocks sad.
Yep, making the rock sad.
Sure. Isadora comes back with like a full report of everything you guys wanted to know. With the exalted, with their wizard, she thinks she's got 90% of it done. It's gonna take her a few more days to make the rocks sad, as she quotes in her message back. But she thinks she can do it. It's gonna be a one-time thing because it's gonna take a lot of reagents on her part.
Yeah.
And you'll probably pretty much have like one shot at this.
Then, I mean, I
Before
feel like our
we-
timeline's 10 days going.
Yeah,
based off
before
of-
we left the giants, we would have asked, and I didn't think about it, at what point they'd be ready to provide the warriors. How long would they have said before we
Well,
left if we asked that?
They would be, I mean, to patch up their wounds, they would need maybe like a few days, especially with like clerics and stuff at their availability. The main issue is getting to you guys because they can't teleport.
They can't be teleported?
No, they can't teleport themselves. You'd have
Oh,
to. Someone would
well,
have to get them because they don't have
we
access
can make that
to
happen.
teleport.
Yeah, and how many are we
Well, also
taking?
the main thing also, he said that the key users were out on like a vision quest. Did he have any idea on when they'd be back?
You just left him, so he would contact you as soon as he got in contact with them. And there's
Okay.
We have access to like when people are ready to start mobilizing. Essentially, we know multiple powerful wizards who can do teleportation based things, so we should be able to like get there and get them out.
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue between ourselves and others. I'm sure we can get that done.
Mm-hmm.
And then what other allies have we been trying to muster that have a timeline? I want to say pretty much everyone else is either on ready or would be ready fairly quickly. Am I forgetting anybody?
I think the only thing we're not sure about right now is, did we settle on location? And
we did not settle on location.
Okay.
And
We've narrowed it down because we wanted to try to do somewhere near a ley line that was also not near a population area.
The problem. With one of the people you're checking up on, one of them is Morley, who's been like working on like ley line nexus point issues.
Yeah.
So he's gonna send you before the next game. He's gonna send you an updated map of the nexus points.
Okay.
Because one of them moved.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to give you an updated map.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But before the next game, just let me know what you guys want to sell, what you would like to exchange. We don't need to make a shopping episode. We can just do it like through the channel, so we're not here like doing
forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
I mean, just for raw funds that Zaitari has, I have. What is it? Can't read that. 7,831 gold pieces.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
Is a lot of money. That's not including the stuff that we could barter, sell, trade for. So.
Yeah, at this point, I think that our biggest problem is going to be
Locating.
the timeline of it all.
Yeah.
Locating
and getting
I'd
it.
say Raine will be putting some feelers out. Like, she don't want to steal shit at this point. It's for a good cause, you know?
Yeah, that's
People
true.
are
Yes.
if people
Oh
are
my
willing to sell
god.
it, they'll
Yes.
steal it.
We do have literal Thieves Guild contacts too, so
I think it'd be hilarious if we fucking heisted some people to get some shit that they had. Like, oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, Zaitari is not above it either.
All right.
Like-
so how about this?
Like she might talk to the guy and say, if you find a merchant they're not selling their share, they're selling it for 10 million times the price. Steal from them and really try not to kill them.
Raine, you would know this because you got your ear to the ground. Like, prices have been like skyrocketing ever since sea trade has come to a near complete stop.
Doomsday pricing.
It is doomsday pricing. It's COVID pricing.
Yeah, exactly.
Pandemic pricing.
Stockpiling only works if you can protect your stockpile.
Exactly.
They shorted the egg market.
Listen.
It's everything.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, be gay, do crimes. So, Raine's living the dream.
Yep.
So
I love it,
just give me like for Raine, tell me if you want me to give you like a list of merchants who are like, yeah, we're doomsday pricing. I will give you like a few names and what they have. Hold on, merchants who are doomsday pricing. An inventory list.
And then, if we wanted a specific type of magic item, made, that's just this. Is that? Would we be able to just reach out to? 1 second. Am I retarded? No. Okay. Oh god. Oh, also, sorry. I try so hard not to use that word. The standard crafting, like days per spell slot level, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Enhanced ability is a 3rd level spell or a 2nd level spell. Yeah.
It is. Remember, I reduced the days by 75% as well. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to use 100 days to make like a level.
Because
thing.
Isadora is a bard. Yeah.
She is, yes.
Does Isadora know enhanced ability?
Does she? I still have her character sheet, so let me take a look. I probably haven't updated it in a while because she doesn't go into combat much. Sees Isadora.
All right, had to get my seam rippers out. Could not figure out what I was doing wrong.
Yes, she does have enhanced ability.
Okay, great. I'd be more than happy to fund her going on into scroll production mode if she's okay with that.
Yeah, as long remember, you have to kind of like, now you're going to allocation mode. And now you're gonna is she gonna be is she now gonna like, she's been your like interconnecting like administrative social assistant at this point.
Yeah.
So if she want her to take a break from it, she can.
Or does she know anybody that we can utilize?
Well, we could use Alexandria's contacts. She used to make magical items.
Oh, true. Yeah.
That's true.
I was also going to ask, how's Alexandria doing in the sword golem?
Well, she's been taking out her frustration on multiple boulders.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the
Fair.
first week.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
She had a depression stage for a bit.
Okay, so she's gone through, was it rage?
Anger, depression.
Was it bargaining?
Denial at some point. That stage didn't last very long because it's kind of hard to deny your situation in that point.
Yeah.
She might have been at she might be at acceptance soon.
Also, what's their name?
We don't know.
Person whose name got plane got destroyed participated in their tournament.
Lyra?
Lyris, thank you. Lyris was working on a body.
Yeah, that takes a while.
Okay, I wasn't sure if where that was at yet.
Yeah,
I'll
I
also
mean, even
just
though
send
he's
a
like
sending
a
to
powerful,
Lyris.
he may be a powerful entity, but it does take a while to make a body, especially
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
one
that's
that
true.
you.
Resurrection? No, because she hasn't died. So
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
the problem. She didn't die. It's just that her body's gone.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Quick question, DM.
Mhm.
So the Gorget thing gives me an AC of 13 plus my Dex or Int, depending on which I prefer. I would obviously prefer my Int because
It's higher.
it's higher.
Yeah. Yes.
If I does that mean that I cannot use the breastplate plus 2 that I've been wearing to make my AC even higher, or
It effectively replaces your
Yeah,
AC.
I assume
Does
the
it-
higher
okay.
You would
would.
pick.
Yeah.
You would pick.
all right, fair enough. That's what I was kind of asking. Like,
Hmm.
is it 19 plus this plus 2, or okay? But it's not.
Would you be able to use a shield with it?
No, yeah, you can
Um,
always use a shield.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure because I couldn't remember. I mean, I'm assuming it's based off of like monk and barbarian unarmored defense, and I couldn't remember if they could use shields or not. It's been a while.
I
I actually think you
can
can,
use-
even as a barbarian and a monk, you can still use a shield. It's just.
Oh yeah, like I said,
Not-
maybe they can. It's just I haven't looked at their class for a long time.
Hmm.
The barbarian
Oh.
can. I think the monk can.
It depends on if they have proficiency for it.
I mean, Tilda has proficiency in shields, and she does have Warcaster, so it's not going to fuck up her, somatic spellcasting components.
Away.
I mean, let me think about it. I might get a shield if the mood suits.
Okay.
But I can get rid of this breastplate plus 2.
Yeah, but for all the shopping stuff, just guys, put messages in the Discord, and I will tell you things accordingly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to turn this into a shopping episode next time.
Yeah, we don't want to piss off
certainly try.
KK too much.
Our next game will be the 14th of July.
Yeah.